before the age of kings and temples, before mortals knew the names of gods. There was war in the heavens. The war was called the Titanomachy, the battle of the gods. On one side stood the Titans, the ancient children of Gaia and Uranus, who had ruled the cosmos for an age. At their head was Cronus, who had overthrown his own father to take the throne of the universe. But Cronus feared his children, for it had been prophesied that one would rise against him, just as he had risen against his father. So he swallowed each child at birth, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon, sealing them in his belly, one by one. But the last, Zeus, was hidden away by their mother, Rhea. And when he came of age, Zeus forced Cronus to disgorge his siblings. Together, they rose up against the Titans, seeking to break the old order and build a new one. Thus began a war that would shake the foundations of the world: gods against Titans, sky against earth, son against father. The Titans ruled in darkness, and the world groaned beneath their weight. But deep beneath the mountains, three ancient beings stirred. The Cyclopes, one-eyed blacksmiths of divine fire. The Cyclopes were not the savage creatures of later tales, but elder giants of lightning and flame: Brontes, the thunderer; Steropes, the lightning-forged; Arges, the bright one. Born of Gaia and Uranus, they shaped the raw forces of the cosmos: fire, storm, and stone. Cronus had feared them too, for their power rivaled even that of the Titans. And so, like the Hecatonchires, they had been cast into Tartarus, the deepest pit of the underworld, bound in chains beneath the earth. For 10 long years, as told in the oldest surviving hymns, the heavens burned with war. And the young gods, though powerful, were losing ground. Victory was slipping away. So Zeus descended into the depths. He shattered the gates of Tartarus and freed the Cyclopes from their prison. In return, the three giants took up their hammers once more, not to build, but to forge 3 weapons in divine fire. They worked in silence beneath the world, shaping weapons that no god, titan, or monster had ever seen. Weapons that would shift the balance of power and bring the old world to its knees. First, they forged a weapon for Zeus, the one who had freed them. A weapon unlike anything the heavens had ever known: the Thunderbolt, not mere lightning, but raw celestial fire. It crackled with the force of storms unborn, forged in the breath of the void. With it, Zeus could shatter the sky, burn the bones of Titans, and command the very air itself. It would become his mark of rulership, the symbol of divine justice and unstoppable power. Then they turned to the sea. For Poseidon, they crafted the Trident, a 3-pronged spear carved from orichalcum and cooled in the black waters beneath the world. It hummed with the heartbeat of the ocean, attuned to the currents of the deep. With it, Poseidon could summon tsunamis, split islands, and shake the earth to its core. The seas would obey no other hand. And last, for Hades, the Silent One, they forged the Helm of Darkness. It was no crown of gold, no gleaming helm for glory. It was shaped from shadow, tempered in silence, and bound with forgotten names. To wear it was to vanish from all sight, mortal or divine. But it did more than hide. It cloaked the wearer in fear itself, chilling the hearts of gods and men. With it, Hades would move unseen across the battlefield, striking without warning and disappearing like death itself. 3 brothers, 3 weapons, 3 forces that would remake the world. Armed with their new gifts, the gods rose once more. But now, the skies trembled, the seas stirred, the underworld itself grew silent in anticipation. Zeus struck first. From the peak of Mount Olympus, he hurled his thunderbolts like spears of burning truth. Each one cracked open the sky, lighting the world from horizon to horizon. Titans fell screaming beneath the fury of storm and fire. Poseidon rose from the sea, his trident gleaming. He brought down waves taller than mountains and shattered the strongholds of the old gods. When he struck the earth, it split open, and from the chasms came steam, salt, and fury. And then came Hades. No one saw him, no one heard him, but the Titans felt him like a cold wind just before death. With the helm of darkness upon his brow, he passed unseen behind their lines, breaking their will, seeding dread, and turning their might into fear. Together, the three brothers led the final charge. The Titans, once eternal, began to fall. One by one, scattered like ash in the wind. Cronus himself was overthrown, his sickle shattered, his reign ended. The war was won. The old order lay in ruins, and from the wreckage, a new world began to rise. When the dust settled, the world was changed. The Titans were cast into Tartarus, bound in chains as they had once done to others. And the three brothers, victors of the war, divided the cosmos between them. Zeus, bearer of the Thunderbolt, took the sky, the realm of kingship, order, and law. The lightning in his hand would become the symbol of his rule, feared by gods and mortals alike. Poseidon, wielder of the Trident, claimed the sea, vast, restless, and untamed. His weapon became the heart of every storm and every calm tide, a reminder that the ocean answers to no one but him. Hades, crowned in shadows, took the underworld, the silent realm of the dead. With the helm ever near, he ruled not with fire, but with stillness, mystery, and inevitability. And so the divine weapons, forged in darkness and fire, did more than win a war. They shaped the roles of the gods themselves, their power, their purpose, and perhaps their fate. The Olympians built their thrones atop Mount Olympus, and for an age they reigned. They shaped the world of mortals, guided heroes, demanded offerings, and watched as empires rose and fell. But as the world grew louder, the gods went silent. Belief began to fade, temples crumbled, their names were spoken less and less. Where did the gods go? Perhaps the divine weapons consumed the very essence of the gods who wielded them. That the Cyclopes were primordial forces with an understanding not just of power, but of balance. That power without cost becomes corruption. So while the war was won, the gods continued to wield their divine weapons, and this demanded a price. The lightning bolt disrupted the harmony of sky and land. The trident stirred the delicate tides between sea and storm, and the helm of darkness did more than hide the wearer. It erased them, first from sight, then from memory. Over time, perhaps these costs grew, and so the gods faded, leaving only the weapons behind. Some believe these weapons lie hidden, beneath mountains, beneath oceans, beneath tombs forgotten by time, waiting. Where are they now? Perhaps the better question is, would you recognize them if you saw one? While the gods themselves may be physically gone, their essence still lingers. In the storm, the sea, and the shadows, in every thunderclap, in the pull of the tide, in the silence between heartbeats, something ancient remains. And if you remain still and silent enough, you can feel their presence. If this story awakened something within you, like this video, share it with those who walk the old paths and subscribe for more forgotten truths from the ancient world. And tell me in the comments, if the gods left behind their weapons, where do you think they are?